I have to bring your attention to the greatest cold open that nobody has ever seen in Bollywood.
What?
Okay, so this movie, I found this movie from a random reel, and then I really got into this movie because it is so stupid. This is the cold open. Okay, first of all, it starts off with the most mother anybody like this movie has the most mother in Bollywood. Okay, it has Nirupa Roy and Nutan.
Oh,
Which is
wow.
double Bollywood mother. So this movie has twins. Okay, so it starts off with apna. It's called Sone Pe Suhaga. Okay, that's the movie's name. Now this movie starts off with Nutan going to her husband who is a Havaldar. Okay, she's gone to the this and telling him, "Hey, देखो, she's got three kids. एक बड़ा बच्चा है and two twins. And one of the twins is sick. So she's left her 7-year-old to take care of the twins and come to the police station to get her husband home. कि आप थोड़ा जल्दी करके घर आ जाओ. Now before he can get up and come, Kader Khan shows up with a bag full of money to the police station and he decides to confess कि ये पैसा मैंने अपने मालिक से चुराया है. And then and he wants to admit to the crime because the Malik decided to put out an ad in the newspaper that said, I don't care what you've done, whatever the knocker's name is. ये नॉकर होता है वो घर का. बोलता है I don't care what you've done, आप पैसा रखो and कोई भी पुलिस वाले इनको अरेस्ट मत करना. ये मेरा नौकर है, 25 साल से यहाँ पे नौकरी कर रहा था, ये पैसा लेके जाता है तो लेके जाने दो. So Kader Khan felt so much guilt, he decided to come with a bag of money to the police station and decide, say, I'm going to confess. Now, when this money is brought to the police station, fresh off drinking a glass of his own urine, comes in Paresh Rawal. Okay. Now, Paresh Rawal sees this money and is like, it's almost like he's got an erection. He's like, oh, fuck, ये पैसा मैं रखेगा और कादर खान को जेल में डालेगा. So he tries to do that and he tries to cut a deal with the Havaldar, but the Havaldar is ईमानदार. बोलता है मैं नहीं करूँगा ये. तो हवलदार को गोली मार देता है. So now मार डालता है ये पैसे के लिए हवलदार को अपने पुलिस स्टेशन में गोली मार देता है. So now Kader Khan has to run away with Nutan and her 3 kids on the train. So now they fucked up. कि हम लोग को मारना डाले.
So he's lost the money and gained a family. Is that what's happened?
Yeah, now he's run away with this family. Now, this is still the cold open, guys. By the way, the titles haven't rolled. अभी ट्रेन जा रही है. The train is passing over. So now क्या हो रहा है? They're trying to get as far away from the city as possible. But one of the twins was sick. Now, because हड़बड़ी में they couldn't get medicine, nothing, and like train है तो कुछ कर नहीं सकते. So one of the twins dies.
Oh.
So when the twin dies, okay, so Nutan is like, oh shit, what do we do now? And Kader Khan is like, देखो, 20 घंटे की जर्नी है. काफी the child is going to start smelling.
No.
He's like,
No.
so they are passing
That's
over
a
the
very
Ganges.
practical thought, man.
Yeah, they are passing over the Ganges. They're passing over the Ganges.
Oh.
So he's like, इससे ज्यादा होली चीज क्या हो सकती है? आप बच्चे को
remember this
नदी
now.
में डाल दो. So Nutan takes the baby. She goes to the door of the train and throws away the baby.
Oh.
And she comes back. She's devastated. She's devastated. She comes back and she's like, okay, I'm going to take care of my other twin, as much as possible.
But
She hugs the twin and she realizes she threw away the wrong twin.
No, shit, no.
And that's when the credits, that's when the title slate comes in. Sone Pe Suhaga. This was the greatest cold open anybody has ever written in Bollywood.
Dark Knight who, man? This is...
Bro, this is just throwing away the wrong baby. They should have called this Lapata babies, bro.
Oh my god. People have
it's so
checked
dumb.
people have checked typos more in their emails than she checked 2 babies. Like, people have put in more effort just making sure. She didn't
wait.
check.
Now she threw the live baby. Please tell me this live baby somehow
He's
survived.
alive. Yeah, so it's he grows up to
वही
become
तो
Anil
plot है.
Kapoor
वही तो
and the
plot है.
elder boy. Yeah, तो ये जो बड़ा वाला बच्चा है, ये जो दूसरा बच्चा है, ये वाला, ये बन जाता है जितेंद्र. So जितेंद्र Anil Kapoor.
Hey, not
Okay,
bad casting, huh, by the way, for Jitendra. I feel
it's
like.
great casting. And
Yeah.
the thing is, this movie has moments like if you can just go watch it on YouTube, it's got hilarious moments because there's like fight sequences between Jitendra and Dharmender also shows up. He's a Dharmender. Dharmender is actually undercover police officer for the CID. So he's there investigating he's investigating Paresh Rawal because he's become a massive industrialist with that 10 lakh rupiya. Okay. Okay, but the fight scenes are great because you see Anil Kapoor and Jitendra about to punch each other, and then it just cuts to stuntmen, and you can very clearly see this is not Dharmender and Jitendra. Just cuts to random stuntmen. Like abhi aisa punch cut, and then just same guy, same costume में कोई random बंदे.
This
Then
looks like the
there's-
Matrix, bro. When Neo and
Yeah.
Morpheus are doing.
I have always compared Sone Pe Suhaga to the Matrix. That's true.
Yeah,
Very
that's
similar
what we
films.
wanted. That's what they were going for. Then the
Okay, what
songs.
happened to the dead baby?
The dead baby grows up. Okay. So that becomes
threw him
the
out
dead
at
baby
a
is gone.
random
Dead baby they bury. They bury the
Dead
dead
baby is dead. Dead baby is dead.
Dead
Confirmed.
baby is gone.
Okay.
हाँ.
Okay.
The greatest dead baby joke. Now जो alive baby है जिसको फेंक दिया था नदी में. He grows up to be Anil Kapoor. Okay. Now these guys are on fight sequences and stuff like that. And this is by the way, this is the first time Jitendra meets Sridevi. Okay. And just look at the amount of distance. This is a romantic relationship.
They're shaking hands.
Far away as you can be from each other, shaking hands.
This is a business meeting. They're just.
Business meeting.
मैं आपसे प्यार करता हूँ. हाँ, मैं भी आपसे प्यार करता हूँ. तो इसी बात पे yes, done.
But after these guys meet, there's a song. The songs in this movie are hilarious because it's the imagery of the songs. And acha, apna Anil Kapoor grows up to become a magician.
Well, yeah, it is
He's
a
a
miracle and
jadugar.
magic that he's alive. So that's fair.
Yeah, so
I
he's
get
a
it, yeah.
jadugar. So yeah, he does like all like वो भाईदास हॉल में परफॉर्मेंसेस करता है where भाईदास हॉल में he is doing these
Boy.
things और औरत को ऐसे साइड में लेते हैं वो सब कर रहा है. Now this image, this entire scene is immediately followed by a love song between the two. And what would be the first image for a love song? It's the most suggestive thing these guys could come up with. All the songs in this
Flowers.
movie are, nope.
Oh my god.
This is the first shot of the song.
हाल दिल का.
Dude, all the songs in this
Oh,
movie are so like all the imagery in this movie is like so there's a song between these guys which is Anil Kapoor and this other actress who's the Kimi Katkar. Okay, so Anil Kapoor and Kimi
Oh.
Katkar are doing a dance and they're just hip thrusting. The entire song, they are thrusting their hips at each other through the entire song. एक है where it's all these naked images, मतलब अपना all the old sculptures and things like that. But like एक है जहाँ पे
What? This is
like
sculptures.
yeah, so like okay, there's one song. Okay, I'm gonna pull that up. Okay, there's one song where these guys are dancing in front of like really sexy sculptures. So it's just all of it is super suggestive. There's a song about cricket where Kimi Katkar and Anil Kapoor are playing cricket, and there is extensive shots of Anil Kapoor doing this. Him just rubbing a ball next to his crotch is a dance step.
You mean ball tampering?
Yeah, extreme ball tampering. He's almost juggling at this point.
They should have used that excuse in like whenever someone's accused of ball tampering, they should be like, it's just a dance step. It's just what I do.
मैं अनिल कपूर बन रहा हूँ.
Okay.
Wow.
There's one very serious movie, the very serious scene in the movie where Shri Devi is being accused of like stealing and stuff like that, and Jitendra wants to Jitendra comes and gives this really long speech where he's like, ये गलत बात है, औरत को ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, तुमके ख्याल रखना चाहिए, and he's the ideal man, okay? But the only problem is, and it's a very serious, like dramatic scene, but the costume department somewhere let Jitendra down. He's doing a very serious scene with a sweater.
By the way, the guy on the sweater looks like Rishi Kapoor did from 80s and 90s because that dude was just wearing sweaters and a scarf and muffler throughout, bro. Wow.
Jitendra's outfits in this are like atrocious. Like even the one in the previous shot was so bad. What did he not? Did the like?
Dude,
did they
all
hate
of
him
them,
on set? Like what is happening?
Like the fight sequence is also super suggestive. Like this image of Shakti Kapoor and Anil Kapoor just looks wrong.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Pune pe suhaga. What exactly was the suhaga on this Sona? Exactly.
Because they
I want to
ultimately
know.
meet again. Like the brothers and ultimately unite again. You know, and that was the concept of the film.
They watched Diwar. They watched Diwar and they were like, "This is our take." These separated brothers.
Bro.
और मनमोहन देसाई का कौन सा था? Amar Akbar Anthony.
Amar Akbar Anthony, bro. These are classics. And then that's what these guys are trying to capitalize on. There's one sequence where Kimi Katkar turns into... So there's a chase sequence where Shakti Kapoor is chasing Kimi Katkar. Okay, he's running after her with goons. And Kimi Katkar, there is a rapid cut for 3 minutes of Kimi Katkar going through a decathlon. It's just, she's doing high jump. She's doing long jump. She's doing relay. She's doing sprint. वो गाड़ी से भाग रहे उसके पीछे and she's managing to run away. It's insane. This one though clearly this is a stuntman. It's like stuntman in a wig.
Wow.
Classic.
This reminds me of randomly, like I can't believe I'm mentioning this again, but in Mujhe Dosti Karoge, you know, there's a scene where Karina's like skiing. So like they're all shown skiing and then it cuts to Karina skiing and it's clearly a man, like immediately. Like it cuts her and it's like, they don't even try like this much. It's just immediately a dude.
I remember this.
What the fuck, dude?
Yes.
No effort. And this was 1988, I think, right? This was when Sone Pe Suhaga came out. Like, Mujhe Dosti Karoge is like in the 2000s. Like, they're not even... What's their excuse, dude?
Dude. And end में of course there is a fight sequence. वो लोग जाके उसको beat करते हैं. There is at some point there is an entire vat of acid which all villains apparently keep in their lair. Just a massive vat of acid. जो
They did this before Walter White did it in Breaking Bad, bro.
सब लोग it's like आपको घर बनाना है, अच्छा ठीक है, एक स्विमिंग पूल, एक नॉर्मल स्विमिंग पूल और एक स्विमिंग पूल चाहिए जिसमें एसिड रहेगा all the time. सर ये कभी गलती से अगर imagine if you
why do you want industrial quantity acid in your house, sir? Like, what are you up to?
Yeah, maybe this is what will fix Bollywood. Like we need villains with like
More
very
acid.
creepy lairs, you know, with like this industrial vat. That's why we need to bring that back.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Internet Set. So, a show we take random facts, and stories and we talk about it. And today we are going to be talking about the worst of Bollywood. There was a spate of movies where how much more creative can we get? वो कौन सा था? Shan. They had
Shan.
like
I was thinking of Shan. Yeah, there's a crocodile in Shan. No, was there a crocodile?
Sharks. Shan had
Sorry.
sharks. Mogambo had vat of acid and Shan had sharks. Vat of acid and nuclear weapons. So Mogambo was way
That's what Nadaaniyan needed of lair.
Nuclear weapons to just destroy all the proof that this movie was shot.
So my favorite part about Nadaaniyan is that in this movie, Ibrahim Ali Khan is he's an amazing debater.
Yeah.
And the one time we see him debate is when he wins a debate by showing his abs.
Abs.
The most insane thing about like the whole thing is you think they're being ironic. Like when I saw the clip, I was like, maybe I'm missing a point where this is intentionally funny because it's like, what has debating got to do with abs, right? That could be that could be a joke, right? It could be like, oh, it's like a parody. But the way
that's what they went for initially, but the way it's been shown, it's like
no, they never went for that, dude. That was literally how the scene played out. And like he literally was like, I mean, I wish they had at least added some more corniness to it just by saying, "Ki, I have 6 arguments for you. Here they are."
Yeah,
Something,
exactly.
yeah.
4 writers on the film. None of them could think of this line.
It's a very corny, stupid line, but like I wish they'd hammered it in even more. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think I miss. So with Nadaaniyan, obviously, there's like, we know what the film is. You see the trailer, you're like, get it, high school film, whatever. In the 2000s, there were some plots that were like, there were films that like, I don't know how you market these films. Like when you're going for your press run, you're like, how do you promote an Abbas Mustan film? What do you say? They're like, what do you think this film's about? They're like, I can't tell you because at some point I've had like 5 plastic surgeries. So like, I don't know.
I don't even know myself.
I don't know who I
the
am.
plot?
What work did you play into the character? I'm like, which character? Who are you talking about? Like there was that. I put up a reel about this also, but Naqaab, which is an Abbas Mustan film, which is like later stage Abbas Mustan where they'd completely just lost it. Like they were just like, okay, another twist. And in that film, like obviously it's Akshay Khanna.
Please give a 3-4 line plot summary of Naqaab.
So with Naqaab, like I think it's Urvashi Sharma, right? Is that the actress's name?
Yeah.
Urvashi Sharma, like she has some like shady past where like, I think she's on the run from someone who was stalking her. She ends up at this, like I think she ends up in Dubai where she meets an actor played by Bobby Deol, right? And that he's a big star, okay? And so they fall in love and they're about to get married, but in that time she meets Akshay Khanna. So in this time she's met Akshay Khanna and she realized actually I love Akshay Khanna. That's who I really love. And so they, like, on the day of the wedding with Bobby Deol, she runs away with Akshay Khanna. At which point, she finds out that Akshay Khanna was hired by a director who was trying to ruin Bobby's life. Right? And when she ran away, Bobby Deol took his own life. Like, he committed suicide. So the mission was accomplished for this director. Okay? There's an unnamed director, by the way. You don't know what this director looks like. The director calls Amisha Patel to a place. So she shows up and Akshay Khanna also shows up at this place. Turns out that director is Bobby Deol.
Yes.
Turns out that director is Bobby Deol. And he was actually trying to make a film about Urvashi Sharma's life. And he was trying to make this very like reality-based hidden camera film. So which means he's filmed like intimate scenes of Akshay Khanna and Urvashi Sharma, and he's like threatening them now. He's like, this film will be released and you will give your consent because otherwise I'll just release this. Like, you guys have to show up for the premiere, you have to promote this film.
Once again, the logic is, you guys will give your consent. Otherwise, I will just release this. But if you give your consent, he's going to release it anyway.
But it'll be a film. Yeah.
It'll be a film, not an MMS.
Not an MMS.
Lands up on desibaba.com.
Yeah, there's a clear line between film and MMS. So then, like so at the premiere, they're supposed to go promote it, and for a stunt, Bobby Deol wants to, and I can't believe I'm saying this, like as I'm saying it, this just sounds nuts. Bobby Deol wants a stunt where Akshay Khanna is supposed to shoot him, but fake shoot him. Like it's like the bullets are not really bullets and all of that. He wants to pull a stunt for publicity to promote the film. But when Akshay Khanna shoots him, Bobby Deol actually dies because there were real bullets. And the thing is like, someone switched the bullets. Who switched the bullets? Turns out Akshay Khanna and Urvashi Sharma conspired together to switch the bullets to kill.
1 second.
And the producers got arrested.
1 second.
You handed a gun to the guy who's your arch nemesis and thought that he will not switch the bullets.
So this was exactly Alec Baldwin's defense.
Jesus Christ.
Great.
They were foreshadowing.
No, but think about this.
There's a scene in Mission Impossible.
Abbas Mustan's thrillers, right? Like when they started off, we'll just straight up copy existing Hollywood movies. And for us who had not seen the original ones, they were great. Bazigar, banging, this one, banging, all of those movies. And then they started becoming parody of themselves, where as now also if you joke about an Abbas Mustan movie, it's always ki maine mask nikal diya, main singhane hu. Arey tu singhane hai, main nikal lekin main malhotra hu. And then this movie is called Naqaab. It's Abbas Mustan.
It's actually art
to themselves.
They are referencing their own lore of their own films. And actually, to be fair, when Race 3 was made, which I think is not Abbas Mustan, like I don't think they directed it. I think someone else directed it. Remy.
Yeah.
It's not Remy. I forget who directed
Who?
it.
Remo D'Souza.
Remo D'Souza, yeah. Remo D'Souza directed it. And the Race 3, the biggest issue is that it's like Sanskar Abbas Mustan. Like, we are all screwing each other, but as a family, you know?
Bro, I don't remember the plot of the movie, but I remember this scene very clearly. Ki, you know, where, hey, come shoot the movie in Dubai and we'll give you fucking tax rebate. So, like, the movie just moves to Dubai. They're shooting on massive highways, desert on either side. And at one point of time, bro, सामने से गाड़ी आ रहा है और भाई का गाड़ी कुछ उल्टा उल्टा हो गया है. वो straight up गाड़ी से निकालता है fucking, you know, you have those multiple rocket launcher वाला इतना बड़ा वाला. He has that handy. He just takes it out, bro.
वो four rocket launcher
Yeah,
होता है.
उसमें तेरे ऐसे 5 rocket launcher है, bro. How? No. What? And he just
Also, your car is overturned.
Obviously.
You're rash driving with fucking bazooka rockets in your back seat. कि in case कुछ हो गया कि पूरी गाड़ी ऐसे फटे. Like nothing has happened to the rockets.
Oh my God, Abbas Mustan, man. I mean, that's not Abbas Mustan, I guess. But like...
Tarzan the Wonder Car, bro.
That's also Abbas Mustan.
That's Abbas Mustan.
Yeah.
How bad is Vatsal said that they had to make a car act? You know, कि नहीं भाई, hero.
It's my favorite Ajay Devgan performance. My favorite Ajay Devgan performance is him just
Initially,
being
they
a car.
thought the गाड़ी के आगे they'll keep like they're going to color the front part of the car golden to match Ajay Devgan's highlights. But they're like, no, we'll keep it purple. The
By the
most
way,
abhorrent color you could
that one
paint a
also
car.
that one also has, why am I bringing up like family incest stuff? This is not a good look at all, but like
Tarzan has incest.
No, there's not incest, but they're in the car, right? When like Aisha Takya and this Vatsal side are fooling around.
Hooking up. But
And
the
like,
car is his dad.
and the dad drives for him because he's not looking at the road, which by the way, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, does he not know he's in a car? Like, he just looks away and is like, oh, of course, yeah, sure.
And they start making out, bro. मतलब imagine कि बाप की आत्मा ये गाड़ी में आ जाती है. What the fuck is that? And the biggest selling point of this was that because there was a phase where DC, Dilip Chhabria, who was this car remodeler, was fucking super popular at that point. And this car was designed, it was a modified Toyota something that he did. They were actually, bro, I remember the promotions happening because they would just get this car, which imagine on the roads in Bombay 18 years ago, was like, what the fuck is this car? मेरे college के बाहर गई थी गाड़ी. That was one of their big promotion things, that the car just comes and people are, अरे ये कौन सी गाड़ी, and it's Tarzan the Wonder car.
I mean, as a kid, it seemed like a cool, like when the trailer and all I watched, I was like, oh, this is going to be a cool movie because I just sold on the idea that there's this cool looking car. You're not thinking beyond that, but like,
So
it's insane.
few things about what you just said, Karan, ki it appealed to kids, right? So the fun thing about this movie was it's basically a remake of Christine, which is based on the Stephen King horror novel Christine, and they've made it a child-friendly family drama.
Wow.
Wow.
The review of this movie, one of Dhawanji writing for Reader.com wrote, Abbas Mustan film will actually delight kids more than adults. It's funny, Hollywood's king of horror, Stephen King, would never have seen his horror fest Christine become a family film where the car, instead of scaring the audience, entertains them. So that's one. The second thing is it's a wonderful time capsule of one particular thing. So you guys remember when Dilip Chhabria used to be like this huge...
The thing, everybody had this one spoiler, one bumper, one steering wheel, something that said DC inside their car.
Dilip Chhabria used to like modify cars, for those of you who don't know, and it used to be a huge thing. It was like everywhere. Everyone knew about this.
Yeah.
So Dilip Chhabria was the person who worked on making Tarzan the Wonder Car, like on the car aspects of it. And now the thing about Dilip Chhabria used to be that he used to always put DC as his initials on the cars that he worked on.
Yeah.
And so Tarzan
And after he saw Tarzan the Wonder Car, he was like, oh, BC.
I know, so A that. But B, that's why Ajay Devgan's name in this movie is Devin Chaudhary.
Oh, भाई ये उसने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में करा के लिया है भाई. कि चाहिए मुझे डीसी दिखना चाहिए उधर ब्रो उसका बहुत सेल्स ऊपर गया देन एवरी टॉम डिक एंड हैरी लाइक चल मेरी जेन को भी बना दे कुछ और उसके पास जाके कर रहे तुम
Yeah. So
But there were people who spent more money than it would cost to buy like a Zen on these modifications.
या
4 लाख की Zen और 8 लाख का ये
और DC
भाई तू थोड़ा अच्छा गाड़ी ले लेता उससे
Okay.
So, but you know, you're talking about reincarnation. Ajay Devgan dies, gets reincarnated as a car or whatever, right?
Wait. Coming to that only. Coming to that. But before that, can you tell me? Quick quiz. Okay, 2007 movie. This movie was released abroad as Joy, the real love story. Okay. Which film is it?
Aapka Surur.
Yes. It is
Wait,
Aapka
what?
Surur.
What?
Joy.
Aapka Surur. Joy, the real love story. Released abroad as Joy, the real love story.
Why is it called Joy?
Because they thought ki that is. Wait, there was an explanation for this. It's called Joy
Because it brought us so much joy to watch Himesh act. Like what?
Was his character's name Joy?
This was likely done to appeal to a broader audience using joy as a more universal term related to the themes of love and passion in the film. Now, Aapka Sarur, the full title is Aapka Sarur, the movie,
the movie,
the movie with an extra E, the real love story.
Yeah.
Himesh,
You know why? Because Himesh का वो time पे ना Himesh music videos had blown up. So every second fucking month, it's Himesh with a hot model / actress. You had Deepika in one of his videos, some other good-looking hot actress / model dancer type, and they're all fawning over Himesh. That was standard, and he's singing. उसमें आपका सुरूर I think was the album name or something that became popular.
Yeah.
So he said, fuck it, cash in. But this is not the album, this is the movie. And then, अरे ये चूतिया लगेगा तो real love story. और ये मूवी फर्स्ट डे लास्ट शो मैं देखने गया था अपने दोस्त के साथ 24 कैरेट करके एक थिएटर था
गोरेगांव जोगेश्वरी सॉरी
और हम लोग जैकेट और कैप के बहुत फनी होगा ना कि हम लोग कैप पहन के बैठ के
एंड एवरीबॉडी शोन अप लाइक दैट
नो एवरीबॉडी से अभी छूती कैप निकाल मेरे को पिक्चर नहीं दिखाई दे रहा ठोकिए कोई छोटा हाइट वाला बेटा सर कैप निकालो ना अपना मैं बोला नहीं छूती हिमेश
Wait 1 second. How much height is the cap adding? Like,
how short is the guy behind me? I don't think the height makes a difference.
But what's really interesting, like about that whole thing, the phenomenon of Himesh, when he did like the Aashiq Banaya song, and he did like the video, right? Like specifically, he did that music video, which was very different for that time. Like having a separate like song where it's the composer who's singing and all. Like that was very different. Because apparently I saw Imran did an interview where he was like, I didn't have dates for that to do that part, like that sing-along thing. So that's why Himesh is wearing the same jacket that Imran wore in Chocolate.
Oh yeah.
So for a while, people were confused about like, is it Himesh or is it Imran? Like earlier,
yes, they were asking Himesh ke dekho, you will need to be a stand-in for Imran Hashmi. So he's like, oh yes, sure. So there's an actress and I'll have to kiss her and then वो इमरान सर के डेट्स हैं उसके लिए आपको बस lip sync के लिए आने का सर.
Bro, I remember that it was a black jacket with a red stripe with a white border around it.
Yeah.
Because he started doing music videos. ये आशिकी में तेरी वो जब जाए मेरी then आशिक बनाया anything with fucking Ashik followed by Himesh. You put that as a music video at the end of a movie.
Yeah.
It was selling, bro. It was selling.
So that was Imran. Like Imran in Chocolate, there's some song, I think. I forget what it is. I think it's that Halka Halka Sa Ye Nasha. That song.
Yeah.
That fucking, and that's how it all. Like imagine if he had the dates and he was like, I'm just gonna do that part.
Dude,
we would not have Cap Mania.
That's what we would not.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Cap Mania is Himesh. He's bringing back. Is literally what he said. He's bringing back the Cap emotion.
The Cap emotion.
Bringing back
Cap
the
emotions. Cap emotion.
So
no cap.
basically, Himesh first tried to sincerely become a movie star. Then that started failing after one amazing movie called Karzzzz. After which After which he ironically started becoming a movie star, and now he's just embraced irony, right? So he's just like, dude, I'm gonna milk my the kitschiness that I have. So Cap Mania is the name of his tour.
He's Michael Scott. He's the Michael Scott of music directors.
Okay, I
He's
gotta tell
embraced
you,
the cringe.
he's embraced the cringe. So this is the seating plan of the tour. Are you ready?
Oh, no,
There is
it's,
stage.
it's
Is
a
it in
cap.
shape of a cap?
No,
No, that
There's
would
a
be
secret.
That would
incredible.
be.
the area right next to the stage, okay, is called the
Ah.
Badass Pit. Okay, the area right after that is called the Jhalak Zone.
Oh,
The
wow.
the VIP zone is called the Hookah Bar Lounge.
Hell yeah.
You have two sections called the Tandoori Night Zone. Then you have two sections called Tere Naam Zone. And the middle section is called Surur Zone.
Wow.
Which
Bro,
is
this
the most expensive? What is the platinum equivalent here?
I think it's the
How
hookah
are
bar.
they categorized?
Hookah Bar Lounge and the Badass Pit. I think those will be the most.
Ah,
Because I would think Surur, right? Like that's his brand. His brand is Surur.
yeah.
You know, so I
Yeah.
think that would be the. But no.
I've never heard anybody say surur as much as Himesh.
Antarik's just pulling Fight Club vibes.
That's
Wow, that does. Is that a cap? Are we? No, it's not.
It's the front part of the cap.
It's the front part
I
of it.
think
It's like,
initially they were like, हम लोग ना audience को टोपी की तरह रखेंगे. I was like, sir, but that means you have to cut out like 700 seats. नहीं, but टोपी. But like, नहीं sir, 700 सीट और बेच सकते हम लोग.
but what an
10,000
incredible
15,000 का
marketing
टिकट
thing,
होगा
यार.
वैसे भी लोगों को टोपी पहना रहे हैं. Get it?
But would love to go and see the cap.
Really, Kautuk, would you?
Yes.
Would you?
I would watch it if it like a bunch of friends. The way I watched Karzzzz, it was 20 of us bought tickets to Chandan, which is a like old school theater, and all of us just went and sat in the stall
What a
and just
film.
enjoyed ourselves while watching Karzzzz.
No, and I think this tour is going to be the best of Himesh, where you get to see like the songs were still good. All the
Hanging. Songs
That's what
are
I'm saying.
amazing.
Songs are amazing. And then you get to also see his ironic spectacle. It'll be fucking amazing. Great songs and
Yeah.
ridiculous over the top. Ye to
I don't need Coldplay. I need this. This is where I come
You
in.
need tandoori play. You don't
Tandoori
need
play.
cold.
Cold.
It's like why would you want to get served cold food when you can get the tandoori?
So
No, but I think it's worth talking about Karzzzz. So, for those of you who don't know, Karzzzz with three Z's is the Himesh remake of a 1980s movie by the same name called Karzzzz, but spelled normally, like normal people do. Right? So, this is also about reincarnation. Dude dies, comes back, except in this version of Karzzzz. The original Ravi Kumar, उसमें भी उसका नाम रवि कुमार है by the way,
Ravi Kumar.
Yeah.
The original guy
is
इसका नाम नहीं है.
played.
हाँ.
नहीं, original guy who
हाँ,
dies
so
is played by
Dino Moria.
Dino Moria, who dies and then gets reincarnated. That Himesh, which should classify this movie as sci-fi, because ये suspension of disbelief थोड़ा ज़्यादा मतलब guts.
Yeah, I agree. Himesh is a lot better looking than Dino Moria. I'm with you.
Yeah. This is how you scale up.
Yeah.
By the way, the original movie, which was the Rishi Kapoor movie, was actually a copy of another movie from 1975, which was called The Reincarnation of Peter Proud.
अरे वो लोग ने तो plot twist title भी दे दिया.
हाँ, तो The Reincarnation of Peter Proud में क्या है? The Urmila Matondkar character, which is the villain of the movie, who murders the original guy.
Princess Kamini.
Okay, yeah, she manages to kill him again.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
That is the end of the original movie. And
Not
Subhash
our
Ghai was
Himesh. Not our Himesh. He will not die.
So the amazing thing about Karzzzz is that she's called Kamini, Princess Kamini, and
which is a play on Kamini, I'm guessing.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Wow, nice. Very nice.
So basically, she kills Dino Moria. After which, 20 years pass, and she has aged like fine wine. She's the same. Okay,
Which is
she looks
Urmila.
the same.
She's become
Yeah.
hotter. Possibly she's become hotter even. So it's like
And she has a very active social life. Okay. So basically, one character tells you about her schedule, which is Saturday nights को casino, Mondays को golf, Tuesdays को races.
एक मिनट, संडे को क्या कर रही है? संडे ब्रेक.
संडे को रेस्ट ना, संडे को रेस्ट
Rest.
करना पड़ेगा. She
मंडे
needs time
गॉल्फ
for
खेल रही है.
herself.
ट्यूसडे पे रेसेस कौन जाता है? हाउ डिजेनरेट अ गैम्बलर आर यू कि भाई ट्यूसडे घोड़ों को भगा रहे? वीकेंड पे होता है ना डार्बी.
पता नहीं.
Saturday को
Do any of us, Thakur, look like we would have the information about the scheduling of derby races?
I have been to fucking derby race at Mahalakshmi.
तो मैं तेरे को बोल रहा हूँ, मैं हम तीनों में से the question that you put forth to the three of us.
I did watch race, and in that there was horse racing.
Yeah.
So that is the
Weirdly,
that's
Karan
the only
doesn't get up
information.
and look at the hot schedules. He's like, no, I'm too busy looking at Preeti Zinta's
Business filmography, man. Dilse was great, guys. I'm telling you.
So there's one scene towards the. So at some point, obviously, Himesh confronts Urmila and he says that, listen, I am, Dino reincarnated. And she says, listen, I don't believe you. What proof do you have? At which point, Himesh says, now I'm going to tell you stuff that only you or your husband would know. Are you ready? She's like, yeah. So he says, जब तुम किस करती हो तो तुम आँख बंद करके किस करती हो. जब तुम 10 बजे सुबह 10 बजे तक कुछ खाती नहीं हो तो तुम्हें एसिडिटी होती है.
Wait, what?
Oh shit.
1 second. तुम
Bro,
रात
so
को
you're
सोने
just
से पहले
revealing like
चार
embarrassing
बार
details कि तुम
पाती
जब
हो.
चना खाते हो तो तुम बहुत गंदे तरह से पाती हो. और उस दिन
Yeah.
तुमने सोडा पीने के बाद जो डकार दी थी. She's just like, dude, stop. I believe you. और फिर तुम
कभी तुम्हें टॉयलेट पेपर अच्छा लगता है, बट मोस्टली यू प्रेफर द बिडे. 1-2 बार लोटा भी यूज किया है.
तुम्हें 2 महीने के लिए वो खराब यूटीआई हुआ था उसका.
like, I get it. You are Dino reincarnated.
Your cycle is going to be on the 12th. Your cycle will start on the. ये कैसे बना तू?
There's a part in that, like right after. So while he's talking and he's telling her all the details, at some point the music ramps up, so you can't hear him. You're just getting the idea that, and in that it seems like he's talking about how they have sex. Like literally, it seems like that's where the film is going. And I'm like, what the hell is this? He makes some interesting gestures.
तुमको herpes है. तुम्हें कैसे पता? मैंने ही तो दिया था.
Bro, उसमें actually एक line है. तुम सुबह सुबह ब्रश किए बिना बेड टी पीती हो.
Bed tea.
बेड टी. Breakfast and bread.
I also want bed tea.
बेड टी. और
Is that a
specific? तुम बिना ब्रश किए अपने बासी मुंह के साथ तुम पहले पीती हो.
bed tea is not innuendo, no, for something.
I have no idea.
Bed tea, tea bagging, get it?
Yeah.
Does
maybe.
anyone say bed tea? Like who? When I heard it the first time, I was like, I had to hear it a couple of times. I don't know what he's saying. Like bed.
Because chai would just be like, अरे कोई
Chai.
कोने में बैठी है ऐसे करके ऐसे निकाल के ऐसे पी रही है. नहीं, but bed tea is classy ना, ऐसे बिस्तर में बैठ के.
No,
ऐसे
it's not
sheets के बीच
classy.
में.
It's showing how fucking lazy you are कि तुम उठते हो, तुम ब्रश भी नहीं करती, बैठे बैठे पहले चाय पीते हो, वो सब करने के बाद तुम निकलते हो.
Bed tea.
I don't think it's the classy कि मैं अच्छे tea pots में
But a lot of
Darjeeling chai पी रही हूँ.
dentists, this is a fact. A lot of dentists say that it's better to brush your teeth after you had your first meal in the morning, rather than just getting up and.
That's true.
It actually, it's very good for your oral biome.
Which is why Kamini has not aged, no, in so long.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
these perfect practices.
Yeah, she's
This
got
film
great
also-
oral hygiene.
This film also has that very upsetting visual of Gulshan Grover, like in a wheelchair with the robot voice.
Sir Juda.
When it's like Gulshan Grover was this iconic villain in so many films, and they were like, "Okay, Gulshan, we're going to cast you in this, but you're not going to speak, and you're going to be in a wheelchair, and you're not even going to be the main villain anymore. We made you the side villain. You're not." It was
And the best
depressing.
part about you, which is your voice, we're not gonna be using that.
Bro, the original had Sir Juda, the villain who would not speak, but वो अपने whiskey glass को एक clink करता था. And the way he would do it is when the henchmen were able to decipher what he means.
You're telling me Breaking Bad has
I was just
copied
thinking.
Karzzzz.
Okay.
Yes.
Quiz for you guys.
Hector Salamanca is actually Sir Juda, bro.
Yeah.
Himesh has done 9 films as a lead actor. Can you name all 9?
आपका शुरू
I don't think Himesh can also name all 9.
Karzzzz.
रेडियो
Yes.
Radio.
मन का रेडियो
So far, you have gone chronologically, huh?
बजने
Oh,
दे
shit.
जरा
2007, 2008, 2009. Okay.
Is there another surur? Is there another surur in there? I
Yes,
feel like there
but,
has to be.
okay, I'll give it to you. But can you tell me what?
Tera surur?
Yes.
No, Tera surur.
Tera Surur.
Now, this is a direct sequel of Aapka Surur, which came out in
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. It was Aapka, abhi it's Tera. That makes
Abhi
sense.
Tera.
Logically. Yeah.
अच्छा because now he's gotten to
Respect
know
is
her.
less. Yeah,
Now
yeah,
he's
yeah.
gotten to know her. तो अभी like आपसे तू हो गया.
Yeah.
Then Badass Ravi Kumar. Badass Ravi Kumar.
Badass Ravi Kumar, that's 5.
Obviously. Yeah.
There's
one with
more.
a number. There's a number title. Like there's a
Badass
title.
Ravi Kumar is a sequel to this film. Sequel to this film.
What?
Some film with numbers in it. Like the title has numbers in it. I swear. Am I remembering this wrong? 20.
तेरा
786 होएगा कुछ 786 टाइप होएगा.
खिलाड़ी 786 उसमें तो अक्षय कुमार था.
Yeah, he was there in that also. So, I mean, 10, but he was not the lead. So,
Yeah.
9 as lead.
Oh.
I'll tell you the plot of this other movie that he's done. Okay, so I'll tell you one plot. This movie is set in the 1960s.
Okay.
Is that part of the title?
No.
Okay.
Two rival films compete for success during the industry.
Oh, bro, ये इसका Great Gatsby था भाई.
Yeah, what is it called?
अरे हाँ.
What is it
कुछ तो जाऊंगी हलवा
Yes.
खाऊंगी कुछ तो गाना है इसमें ऐसा.
The
Himesh is
great,
Great
the great surur. The great surur. That would be a good.
No.
Expose.
It's actually expose. It's not expose. It's just called expose.
I felt exposed
there's no
watching
acute
the
on the E?
Himesh act.
No, there was just an X. First
No,
of all,
there
didn't start
was
with
an
the
E. There was an E.
Oh, there was an E. Huh. But at the end, it's just expose. It's not the second with the like the.
अबे E के ऊपर acute आता है ना French में जो
हाँ, वो
करते
नहीं
हैं.
था.
It becomes
It just
A.
looks like expose.
Okay, and there's a few that you guys are missing.
There's no
There's
way.
a lot. Apparently,
Shit,
there's
sorry,
9.
we didn't keep up with Himesh's filmography.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
man.
give you the plot of this one. A popular singer with 2 identities falls in love with a prostitute.
Why? What was the need to
2010.
falls in love पे तू full stop कर सकता था. You specifically, not you, the makers wanted to
Yeah.
be like, no, let's put the word
Yeah, what
prostitute.
is the
Plot
selling
point.
point of this film? Huh?
Basically,
What
she's a
kind
bar
of
dancer.
identities?
He falls in love with a bar dancer.
Yeah, but what is his identity? He's got alter identities.
No, with 2 identities.
हाँ, अच्छा.
Kajirare.
Multiple.
Gajrare.
Kajirare.
After the great song,
Gajrare. Yeah.
Great song.
this feels wrong. Yeah, this
All
is
his
like,
movies are basically songs. So if we just start ranting off titles, but Kajrare wasn't even his song.
no, it's Shankara-san.
Dude,
It's Shankara-san Loy. That's crazy.
In this 2011 film, okay, so 2010 was Kajirare, 2011 is Damadam, where Himesh plays a script writer.
Oh, this is the comedy he did. Yeah, this is
Well,
a comedy.
that's science fiction. What scripts are being written there? Like, nothing.
And then 2010, the last film that was on the list was Happy Hardy and Heath. Very
Oh, yeah.
double role.
Fuck. This was his sex comedy, no? This was his sex
Was
comedy.
it?
No? Wasn't it sex comedy?
I think all the movies have been a sex comedy so far.
If it's Himesh, it's sex.
Yeah.
I thought, अरे he jumps on it ना कि चल मैं remake भी कर लेता हूँ, मैं musical भी कर लिया, thriller कर लिया.
But now
Social
he's
message
realized,
कर लिया.
I think now he's found his calling. Now he's going to be this weird, this discount Jason Statham
He's a pop
movies
culture
that will be
phenomenon.
made. Yeah.
Dude, Badass was fun, yeah. Badass Ravi Kumar, like I went for it.
Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
what. He's figured
it's
it out.
actually fun. Because they say in the beginning only, they're like, hey, look, don't apply logic to this, whatever. Badass logic.
Guys,
Yeah,
once
it was a
again,
good time.
Yeah, because they
Andhra
figured out
says-
he wants to release songs, and it's easier to release songs when they are attached to a film. That's it. And that's what I think he doesn't even want to make money. He just wants to break even. And with that logic, he's going to keep making killer, whatever, fun films.
guys, leave everything. Because Antarish just told us about another movie that Ritesh Hamsingh or Himesh did. And the movie is called Sukku. No, the movie is called A New Love-ish Story.
What?
New love is story. And the plot of this movie is Suku, who had once donated his sperm, is suddenly confronted by his daughter. After some reluctance, he begins to bond with her. But her man-hating mother refuses to accept him.
Oh
Pen.
fuck! Until you said he bonds with her, I thought this is going into an old boy space. But acha, he's just
New
trying
love
to
is
connect as a
story.
father. Acha.
See again, Vicky Donor आया उसके ऊपर इसने जम मार के कर लिया है
नहीं,
कि भाई
नहीं,
ये
नहीं.
चल रहा है.
So this movie, the reason it wasn't part of his filmography was because this movie never released. So what happened is in 2012, this was supposed to come out in 2008, but in 2008 there were rumors that budget cuts would delay the film, which Bhushan Kumar denied. The film was later delayed, with Kumar stating that it would not release until Himesh Reshammiya's film Ishq Unplugged released. In
Oh shit!
2012,
There's another one.
the director of this movie said, my film was 95% complete, but after John came up with Vicky Donor, it trailed off. After the release of Vicky Donor, there was no point releasing another film based on the same subject.
Oh, so they had the idea before? Fuck off.
A pirated
No,
They
before
went
कैसे
with this
होगा?
radical idea to Himesh.
Rajkumar Rao is in this movie, dude. So this film was
Oh.
a pirated version of this film was released on YouTube.
Yeah, if
Release
this
the
movie had
director's
released-
cut. Release the director's cut of this film.
Release.
We need it.
A movie that
And
has
one second.
sperm involved. You
One
want to
second.
release that movie?
Holy shit! You know who directed this? John
Rajkumar
Mathan-
Santoshi.
John Matthew Mathan.
Sarfarosh. Oh
Come
my
on.
god.
Oh no! What?
This might have been.
How
this might
high
have been
was
the
his
best film.
EMI that he had to pay that he said, I'll do it. I'll work with Himesh and make this. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What
Crazy.
the fuck? Whatever happened to John Matthew Mathan, bro? How do you make Sarfarosh and then just fucking disappear?
Then he made Shikhar.
Because
no?
he was doing
He
this
made
shit.
Shikhar. Yeah, he made
Tatti.
Shikhar.
Ajay Devgan, Shahid Kapoor, Tatti.
Very bad film.
You know, the only thing I remember is Viju Shah, I think, did the music for it. And you remember there's this really good German band called Rammstein. And they had this song called Du hast, Mitch.
Yeah.
Copied that, and the title track of Shikhar is Du hast.
Ah.
Here's
Wow.
something, you know. By the way, talk about movies that they just immediately release on YouTube. There was one movie by one of the greatest actors of our generation. Must actor है वो. उसका नाम है अर्जुन कपूर. और उसकी एक मूवी आई थी द लेडी किलर. Not just lady killer or ladies boner killer, whatever is movie called. Apparently, it had like the lowest ratings, and not just lowest ratings. Movie was made for X budget. Movie was made for X budget,
45
but
crore.
yeah. And Kautuk, how many people actually watched the movie? They sold a very definite amount of
4.5.
tickets.
4.5
basically
tickets.
Slightly more than that. But basically, this movie, it's a 2023 film. I think this is a record. So basically, this movie was critically panned and grossed only 38,000 rupees on its first day.
What?
Yeah, 38,000, having sold just 293 tickets across India, making it one of the biggest
Across
box office
India?
disasters. Yeah. After its poor theatrical run, no OTT platform acquired its streaming rights. That's why it was put on YouTube.
Dude, only family members went for that film, dude. That's crazy.
And Isha Gupta warned her family not to go.
Wonder Family.
Bro, and
With
by
all
the
due
way, the
respect
movie
to
wasn't
Isha Gupta.
completed. The movie wasn't completed. The
What?
movie, they still had to shoot the
What's the
full
movie?
thing. They released an unfinished movie, bro. Arjun Kapoor and Bhumi Pednekar.
Holy
What? So,
shit,
like at the
man.
95th
Yeah.
minute, the movie just stops.
No. So the film was released with only 12 shows nationwide. This film is said to have been released incomplete due to cost overrun, rains in Uttarakhand, and lack of reshoots. Production team resorted to several editing cuts and voiceovers. and that's the movie.
Can you imagine this movie is playing? There's no ending. It's just Arjun Kapoor telling you what the ending is. और फिर उसके बाद मैं वहां पर गया.
It's just a blank screen.
Blank screen. और फिर उसने ये किया, फिर मैंने विलन को पकड़ा, फिर मैंने मार दिया, और फिर उसके बाद खत्म होगा. सब ऑडियंस बैठे की चुती है. एक तो 290 लोग हैं हम यहाँ पर सिर्फ.
There's just storyboards.
I like you think 290 लोग वो एक ही थिएटर में एक ही बार जाके देख के आए. Not across India, one person has seen it. It's just one theater for one show that got full. And that's
But
it.
for 1 second, there were couples who were looking for movies to make out in, and they saw this and were like, "Chod, आज make out नहीं करते."
नहीं करते ब्रो, क्योंकि देखो आवाज सुननी पड़ेगी ना. इवन इफ यू आर मेकिंग आउट, तेरे को आवाज आ रहा है उधर अर्जुन कपूर का, you can hear the bad acting. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
the bad. You don't have to see it, but it's just the way it's said. Like every dialogue from Khushi Kapoor, if you just listen to it, don't watch it, just listen to it, you can imagine bad acting. And just comes out with the fucking voice, bro. You know that वो है ही नहीं, कुछ emotion ही नहीं आ रहा है.
You know, I think
Sound
we
inflection
all
नहीं हो रहा है.
we all have that one movie where we have done make out. Where it's like picture देखा ही नहीं है और खाली make out हुआ. My movie, ironically, the movie that I didn't watch at all was Aankhon Dekhi.
Hey,
The irony is insane.
Oh, but that's Sanjay Mishra movie.
Yeah. And the
it's a
weird
good
thing is
movie, though.
I was working with Rajat at the time. And I was like, what?
must.
I think mine was Bol Bachchan or something. I think that was mine.
Bol Bachchan.
Bol Bachchan with Ajay Devgan and Abhishek Bachchan.
Yeah.
But also, it's like a marathon. Where you manage to do 2 hours because it's like you just don't have hotel room, nothing. कुछ नहीं मिल रहा. यही है. ये 2 घंटे.
Yeah, I think mine one time was no smoking. So the first time I watched no smoking, I watched proper. और मेरे को मस्त लगा movie. मजा आया मेरे को. Even though everybody has their own understanding of what the ending is, what the fuck Anurag Kashyap was smoking, he only knows. But मेरे को मजा आता है.
Yeah.
Stylized जो किया थोड़ा कुछ अलग था. Second time when we went, that time that was a make out movie. Because I'm like, ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ समझ में आने वाला है second time तो अभी.
Dude, I got so pissed off after no smoking. Me and my father got into a fight. And after the fight, we're like, why are we fighting? And it's like, I don't know. I think it's the movie we just saw. Stop. That we just have no understanding of what life is.
Dude, there's a film, so Maar Khan, which is now this iconic film, and everyone is, it's like peak brain rot cinema.
Yeah.
When I saw it in theaters, dude, when I saw it in theaters, like, I legitimately thought about it, like, now people talk about it so lovingly. Like, when I saw it in theaters, like, I don't know.
Who are these assholes?
I don't know, like, there are, like, I'll put up a reel about, like, I put up something about, like, which, movies to release in theaters and stuff. Something I put up, and they were like, Maar Khan. I'm like, what? Why is this the film? Like, it was my dad, and this is again like another Rudrak situation. I feel like that film broke my family a little bit. Like, we've not been the same since Maar Khan, because my dad, he was like, I'm leaving. Okay, we were like, no, we'll watch the full film. My brother's logic is usually like, hey, we paid the ticket, now we might as well watch.
Oh, acha, just leaving the theater and going away.
Yeah, so my dad is leaving.
It started on, this broke my family. And your father's like, I'm done. I'm walking out on you
with
guys.
you guys forever.
What with this movie? With you?
With you for choosing this film. No, but he literally was like, I am walking home. He didn't even take the car. He walked home. He was like, you bring the family home. I am leaving. And we stayed. And I still think he looks at me differently because we stayed. Like, we didn't.
The title track was banging.
Yeah,
Was
obviously.
banging, but movie was shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's known for Sheila. Like, that's the main.
Sheila,
that's the
yeah.
hook. Yeah.
Oh, Sheila is from here.
But all Indian families have had that one moment where the dad in the movie ऐसे खड़े हो गए डैड और कि बस मेरे से नहीं हो ठीक है बस मेरे को मत लेकर सब चुतियागिरी दिखाने मेरे साथ हुआ I used to and have the biggest crush on Kareena Kapoor. Okay, so if Kareena Kapoor has done a movie in the 2000s and maybe till 2010s or even now, I will watch it. ठीक है थोड़े मैंने recent past 10 साल में शायद एक दो मिस किए होंगे but earlier in the 2000s I was watching all her movies. मुझे कुछ कहना है had come out.
Yeah.
So
Tushar
full
Kapoor
family has gone.
Tashar.
Full family has gone with Tashar. With Tashar. and Kareena Kapoor. They're watching the movie and चल रहा है कुछ चुतियागिरी usual, you know. फिर एक गाना आता है, इस प्यार को मैं क्या नाम दूं, great song, right?
Banger.
रब्बा
रब्बा
मेरे
मेरे रब्बा रब्बा. But जब ये मूवी में रब्बा मेरा रब्बा हो रहा है, randomly तुषार कपूर और करीना है, लेकिन 4 लड़कियां, they just show up for this chorus. रब्बा मेरे रब्बा 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 मेरे रब्बा. And they are everywhere. उन लोग ऐसे कॉलेज में उधर ये लड़कियां 4 ऐसे आ जाती थी. They are not friends. They are not.
It's funny,
They're
actually.
just random 4 girls. Who just
fun,
you know
yeah.
Bollywood का होता था कि background dancers.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad did the same thing your dad did. He got up. He's like, मेरे को सब नहीं देखने का. ये काय चालू है इकडे. My dad बोला ये सब के कहाँ ये लड़की नाच रही क्यों है? ये कौन है लड़की लोग? I don't know why. It really fucking broke it. Said fuck it, he's gone. There have been so many movies, bro. Dad just getting up and going for a 25-minute cigarette break. कि fuck it, मेरे को नहीं हो रहा है ये देखने. और मैं और मेरी mom, we used to watch everything, bro. We were obsessed.
Yeah, same.
No.
गंदे
So
से गंदा picture,
there was a
my mom and I
interview.
watching.
There was an interview with Kareena Kapoor about मुझे कुछ कहना है. And the interviewer asked her, because apparently there was a rumor that her father got up and left while watching this film. And the interview is like, "Is this true?" And she's like, "Yes, Ma Kasam, coming to London, Amsterdam,
Oh, yes.
and Toronto, guys. Go, get your tickets."
Well done.
Very, very
That's our
well
show,
done.
Karan. We keep
Nice.
randomly plugging our
Well
show in the
done.
middle
That
of
was
the
really
podcast.
good. That was really good. I didn't even notice for a second. I was like, wait, what is he saying? I thought this
Yeah.
is Kareena Kapoor's film.
No, so guys, just a reminder, please buy tickets for Markasam. Tickets are below, and after you buy tickets for Markasam, please buy tickets for my US store. उसका भी ticket नीचे है, जल्दी खरीद लो ताकि हम loss में नहीं जाए, ठीक है? It'll be on your
Yeah.
podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know,
Also,
we are
guys,
talking-
my
हाँ,
laptop
बोलो.
is like almost dying. I'm just gonna plug it. I'm just
Oh, I thought you were also plugging something, but you were.
Yeah.
no,
He's just
no,
plugging his
laptop.
laptop. He's just-
Speaking of plugs, and then I just
Since we were talking about bad Kareena Kapoor movies, firstly, Karan, are you in the toilet?
Yeah. क्या हो गया? He's like, Karan wanted to go. And he was like, we were like, oh, we can't stop the podcast. It was like, okay,
You guys-
I'm going to take you guys to the toilet.
you guys don't allow bathroom breaks. Turns out I gotta just do.
You're
But
the
no,
most committed guest yet. This
Yet,
is
yeah.
like-
Yet.
I like that you've taken your mic to the toilet.
I got very comfortable, guys. Like I just feel very
Yeah.
comfortable around you guys. It's just not. It's fine. At this point in
this
our
is the first
friendship,
time we are
that we've-
meeting.
The first time.
Also, there's no table. There's no table. So he's pooping ulta. तो उसने फ्लैश के ऊपर लैपटॉप रखा है.
Guys, just jokes. He's not in the toilet.
Yeah, there's the kitchen behind.
Kitchen.
I don't know why I'm giving everyone a house tour. Guys, ahead there's my room.
No, so we're talking about bad Kareena Kapoor movies, right? We can't not mention this one movie, which also leads us into talking about how medical science is shown in Bollywood movies, because Bollywood का अलग ही चल रहा है. So this movie is a movie called Kambakht Ishq. Okay, everybody has watched it. If you've not, please watch it. And literal plot of the movie is Kareena Kapoor is a doctor who performs a surgery on Akshay Kumar. Except while she performs and she stitches him up, she realizes that her watch, which is a singing watch, okay, gets left inside Akshay Kumar, and now he is stitched up. And the way they find out is, you can see that watch, it's there by his appendix. Okay, the watch goes Om Mangalam Mangalam or at random times. This is the entire plot on which this movie hinges.
That's crazy.
And also the movie has Sylvester Stallone
Oh
and
no.
Keith Richards in cameos randomly.
I
Out
can't.
of nowhere, no real reason. वो कुछ stuntman या कुछ सा वाला scene है. He just fucking sleepwalking through the movie. Stallone. It's one of the worst movies you'll watch, bro. But that also, I watched it in the theater, not even in Bombay, in London. अदर मैं ओडियन में बैठ के ये पिक्चर देखा है.
क्या?
Piccadilly Circus.
क्योंकि करीना.
I was studying Kareena. I watched this in
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
theater, bro.
This has come back.
What an incredible like addition to Sylvester Stallone's filmography. You know, like he is technically part of this film. Like
Yeah.
he does. He
Yeah.
is.
On his IMDb, it shows Rocky, Rambo, Expendables, Kambakht Ishq.
Akpesh.
And then,
By the way,
But what could, like, I think in look the overconfidence, because I think this was during Akshay Kumar killing it and Kareena Kapoor
Yeah.
killing it, and then suddenly they decide we are too big to fail. And
2008.
just, this is right
like
after that.
post-welcome-
the
post-welcome
Garam
and all
Masala,
those. Yeah.
welcome, and all that stuff. So Akshay Kumar is too big to fail wala logic, and then I was like, okay, then reality just comes in. It's like, okay, we'll show you
So-
what.
if Kareena has done Kambakht Ishq, her
Huh.
sister Karishma has done Dangerous Ishq. Okay, in 2012. This is the plot of Dangerous Ishq. This is from IMDb.
Hmm.
3 doppelgangers.
oh wow.
3
Every time this
doppelgangers.
starts, okay.
1 girl, 2 boys.
Hmm.
2 of them, this is, I'm not even, there's no
Wait,
mistake.
wait, you said 1 girl, 2 boys.
Yeah, 1 girl.
हाँ,
2
मतलब so
The boys
total
are
9.
doppelgangers of the girl is a doppelganger of the 2 boys.
No.
No.
Or
the
they're
boys
doppelgangers
have-
of somebody else.
So
Wait, I'll-
6 people. 2 boys have 2 twins, and 1 girl has a twin.
I think they've gotten this wrong. I think it's 2 girls, 1 boy. Because on the Wikipedia page, Karishma Kapoor in quadruple roles. Sanjana Geeta Salma Paro. Rajnish Duggal in quadruple roles. Rohan Iqbal Ali Raj. And Divya Datta in quadruple roles. Neetu Chanda, Tawaif and Divya.
Why do they have to mention this every time?
I'm telling you, they cannot have that. Only that profession is specifically mentioned
Yeah.
with a full stop after it. Prostitute, bar dancer,
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name? Mega prostitute. Like what? I just asked you your name. Like you don't have to do this, man, every
Is
time.
that your last name? No. It's just, that's my
It's
profession.
just
Okay, now this is how it's written on IMDb. Okay, whoever's written this, I'm reading it out as is. 3 doppelgangers. 2 of them loves each other and get together from many lives. And third one, who can't be killed easily, also wants the girl and he tries to separate them through many lives. Director Vikram Bhatt.
well, of course, yeah.
Sure,
I should have seen
sure.
that coming. Yeah, that.
But Duggal was Vikram Bhatt only. मतलब
He is the star of the 1920 series.
yeah.
Rajnish
1920s
Duggal.
universe right now. I think they're creating their own universe now.
There are so many universes, man. Like there's a Himesh universe, there's a 1920s universe.
Yeah.
There's the spy
Nobody
universe.
universe.
has accepted superposition like Bollywood and Hollywood.
I like how it begins with 3 doppelgangers. मतलब
Yeah.
तू मल्टी स्टारर स्टारकास्ट से शुरू कर दिया है। तो तूने 8 लोग की कहानी है ये सर, लेकिन इसमें हीरो को है सब।
But quadruple roles, मतलब 4 क्या चल रहा है? It's
Yeah.
quadruple roles each.
सो 12 है, 12 कैरेक्टर। तो उसने ऐसे फर्स्ट एक सेंटेंस में 12 कैरेक्टर आ गए।
But like speaking of 12 characters, like I feel like Priyanka Chopra and What's Your Rashi being 12
yeah.
separate Priyanka Chopras was genuinely like, look, I think Priyanka Chopra is a really good actor, okay?
She
But I
went
do
through
not
her
need to
Eddie
see her
Murphy
12
phase.
times, dude.
She
That
went
was-
through her Eddie Murphy phase. It's like I gotta do. All actors go through that phase.
Guys, you should be thankful to Harry Baweja. What's his name? Ashutosh Gowarikar. Harry Baweja produced
A
it.
lot of people said what's his name about Harman Baweja. That was definitely
Yeah.
something they were saying.
You should be glad that the 12 roles were played by Priyanka and not Harman Baweja.
Oh, thank God.
12 बार हरमन बावेजा को देखते तो पागल हो जाता।
I think like that's a relevant point to bring up is that like I know where now the Nepo kids conversation is big and we're like, this is the worst crop of actors. They're so bad, you know, we're making fun of all these actors. But it wasn't like they were like, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis wasn't coming out in 2003 and all. Like there were like some horrible, like Sohail Khan, Zahid Khan, Ashmit Patel, Upin Patel. Then Harman Baweja, obviously. Then, like, there's just
Please watch this Himesh music movie. He done the music. It was Upen Patel, and I mentioned this before. I'm just telling Karan. Have you seen Upen Patel and Bobby Deol?
There's a
Okay.
oh yeah, with Kangana. Is it with Kangana?
Yeah, it's with Kangana Ranaut. You know what it's a
Yeah.
remake of?
What?
Die Hard.
Amadeus.
Amadeus.
No.
Yes.
What?
Where Upen Patel is Mozart.
Gotta see it. Wait. Upen Patel.
wow.
Do you remember the name of the movie?
Let's just let that
Bro, you know one
ferment
second.
in
You
this
can't
conversation.
say Upen Patel and not immediately have his extremely deep cleft like just
Yeah.
jump out at you. You know,
मेरे
I've
साथ.
seen clefts
Yeah.
on people, but Upen Patel had a reservoir. Bro, अगर वो बारिश में ऊपर ऐसे देखेगा ना तो पानी जमेगा उधर. इतना उसका अंदर एक खड्डा था इधर.
What was the movie called?
Yeah, I need to. What is the movie called?
Shaka
I
Laka Boom
remember.
Boom.
Oh
Shaka Laka
my
Boom
god,
Boom.
yeah. Well, you know, Amadeus and
We take
Shaka Laka Boom Boom.
Amadeus and call it Shaka Laka Boom
Why did I
Boom.
not get this like right off the bat?
और इसका भी टाइटल ट्रैक हिट हुआ था. शाका लाका 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 शाका लाका बूम
That's
बूम.
because
That's also
Himesh.
Himesh. That was
Himesh.
Himesh.
Bro.
It all comes back to Himesh, I feel like. In the end, ultimately, if there's something bad, there's Himesh somewhere around.
AJ. Oh my god. Hindustan Times rated it 1 out of 5 stars.
That feels generous, to be honest. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Shakti Sargaonkar of DNA gave it 1.5 and wrote.
Himesh would have said that 1 star is because I am the only star in
But
this
does-
movie.
No,
Okay,
it's because of the
here it
music.
is. Shakti Sargaonkar has summed this movie up. It's simple. Sexual innuendo, hot shots of popular films, bad mimicry, foreign locations, a generous dose of overacting, an item song, and a Gora villain.
But enough about Amadeus.
Let's talk about Shaka Laka
He should have written that, bro. He should
Yeah.
have fucking written that. That have been great. But you know, talking about bad medical scenes in Bollywood, right? Or so Abbas Mustan, going back to Abbas Mustan, and
Always.
it's about what we spoke about at the start. Chori Chori Chupke Chupke, right?
Finally.
The movie dealt with surrogacy,
Yep.
but from an Abbas Mustan lens. So those, those of you who have not seen it, Rani and Salman are married, they're in love. I think she has a baby, but there's a miscarriage, and after which she's not going to be able to have a child,
Oh.
right?
Ah.
So they keep
Adult
wondering
themes.
what to do, and that time, bright idea, how about we do surrogacy? Oh, wait, you know, on paper seems like, wow, bro, it's an interesting thing that they have to go with, except with the limited medical technology at that point of time. They said, why should we do artificial insemination? No.
When you can do
You
natural
can do direct
Insemination.
insemination. So, Rani Mukherjee tells Salman, buddy, you got to take one for the team, right? And in a shocking turn of events, Salman, who in this movie is playing soft boy, good guy,
Oh. Which is
Right?
the pendulum Salman.
which is
It's
the
just
pendulum
this-
sweet Salman, that he just bats his eyelids, he talks softly, almost mumbles, he's like, nahi, mujhe nahi. She's like, no, buddy, do it. And then in comes a prostitute, which is which is Preeti Zinta, right? And then the entire sequence of Pretty Woman follows, right? Now it has been decided that Salman is going to take one for the team, right? So they decide they will move to Switzerland because the family can't know we are doing surrogacy. The family should still think that Rani is the one getting pregnant, right?
Oh.
So
they're putting
move
up
there.
photos of her next to like waterfalls and stuff. Ye
Arey, it's not happened yet. It's not happened yet. It's not
Achha.
happened yet because soft boy in love Salman does not want to go through. He can't get himself to have sex with Preeti Zinta, right? So,
The doctor is telling him, sir, I don't think you understand what surrogacy is. So basically, I found this. You got the surrogate, which is great. We will take your sperm. Yeah, I have
I
to
will
have
put-
sex with this. But like, no, that is
will
not
put
how
sperm.
surrogacy. No, doctor, yeah, I understand, doctor. You don't need to explain. I studied science in 12th standard. It's like, no, Salman, this is not.
no, my wife has said, well, your wife is wrong. You don't need to. No, anyway, right? So now Salman isn't doing it, right? Like, like one of those shy dogs who you take to mate and then you're trying, but the dog's like, nahi, main nahi karunga. He starts barking, running around. One fine day in Switzerland.
Accurate description of Salman.
Really good
Shy
description.
dog reluctant to wait.
Yeah, bro, है होता है ना तू डॉग मीटिंग जगह पे जाएगा तो थोड़े होते हैं
क्यों जा
कुत्ते
रहा
की
है तू
नहीं
डॉग मीटिंग जगह पे ठाकुर? ये
मैं
क्या
नहीं जा रहा
चौके
बट देखा है
तेरे? कि तू संडे को क्या कर रहा है?
आपको स्टैंडिंग विद हिज फोन कैमरा ऑन. आपका भी कुत्ता है? नहीं, मेरा कुत्ता घर पे. It's just, and the Thakur is uploading it to UDog, and it's just dog porn.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. Anyway,
Oh.
coming back to humans. ठीक है, तो एक दिन आता है कि रानी मुखर्जी अटक जाती है स्नो स्टॉर्म में. Because they're in, so she knows that if she figures a way to get home, then fucking shy dog husband is not gonna consummate Preeti Zinta. So she calls him and she's like, bro, I can't come, I'm stuck. So puri raat she bitaus in a church or something, okay? Now Salman gets home. Now this is the first time after the express consent from his wife, he is alone with Preeti Zinta.
Oh.
As Rani Mukherjee spends the night in the snowstorm, Salman and Preeti Zinta eventually have sex. Now, Preeti Zinta gets pregnant.
And then they're stuck together.
Yeah. They are yeah. But the family can't know that Rani is not the one who's going to deliver the baby. So she pretends to be pregnant by wearing वो तेरा नकली वाला ये और ऐसे acting कर रही कि वो pregnant है.
Oh no.
Eventually time passes. But now, because Bollywood, right, they're like, इसको कुछ तो change करना पड़े. कुछ तो हमको एंड में इतना इजी कैसे कि हो गया पैसा दे दिया खत्म सरोगेसी नहीं.
Best.
Surrogate mother Preeti Zinta falls in love with Salman, and from being very money minded and not caring and just treating this entire thing as a financial transaction, she starts having motherly feeling.
Towards the
Ye
baby,
kaisa-
not Salman. Towards the baby, to clarify. Not Salman Khan. She doesn't have
Which is
motherly
very easy
feelings
to
for
have.
Salman.
Which is very easy, yeah.
Yeah, ask Sonali Kulkarni in Bharat. She had to play his mom. Anyway, unrelated.
And then she refuses. She wants to go away with the baby. She doesn't want to part.
He leaves with the baby.
But how does this suddenly just always in movies it just suddenly just happens? It's like, a surrogate mother now will not give up baby.
Yeah.
Like
So the ending of this movie is that
It doesn't end. Then Preeti Zinta ko kuch, she meets with an accident or something like that happens. So she's now in jail or when she's about to give birth or something like that, where complications arise, where the doctor comes and says, we can either save the mother or the child.
Mhm.
Okay, again, oh fuck, conflict, kya kare? But Rani says, no, save the mother.
She has trauma from Kuchh Kuchh Hota Hai. She remembers. Remembers.
Yeah.
So like, देख ये मम्मी हर जगह मर रहे हैं थोड़े बच्चों को मर रहे हैं अभी. I feel you, Preeti. Okay, so the doctor says okay, goes to save, but miraculously both the mother and the child get saved. And Preeti Zinta finds out that difficult decision to save the mother or the child, Rani Mukherjee took, and she saved me. That's amazing. So selfless. So
she falls in love with Rani Mukherjee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be more logical. Yeah, that would be more logical actually.
And then she decides to hand over the baby to Rani Mukherjee. Chori, chori, ta-ta-tang, ta-ta-tang,
Okay, so-
chupke.
But ये चोरी भी नहीं है, छुपके भी नहीं है. It's
Hey, so
the
the-
wife knew everything.
Adar, the name of this movie comes from the people who funded it.
Yeah.
Chota Shakil.
Oh shit.
This was the infamous.
So that is the chori chori chupke
No, but
chupke.
that's my favorite part about this movie is the fact that Chota Shakil, okay, decided to put his money into such a tender film.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, it wasn't
Yeah,
he
yeah,
wasn't making
yeah.
company,
Yeah,
it wasn't
Indian
making
society.
a gangster movie. He was like a बहुत sweet.
Bro, that says a lot about Chota Shakil.
वहाँ पे
He might be
सत्या
a
की स्क्रिप्ट लेके
gangster, he might be a
राम गोपाल
murderer.
वर्मा सत्या की स्क्रिप्ट लेके घूम रहे हैं, कोई पैसा दे दो प्लीज. यहाँ पे
राम गोपाल वर्मा गॉन टू छोटा शकील. सर आप पे बायोपिक बना रहा हूँ सर. मतलब है ना आपके लाइफ से हम बोरो करेंगे रियल से उसका सत्या सर एकदम गैंगस्टर मूवी. नहीं
मेरा
ये मजा नहीं आ रहा.
मेरा पैसा ऑलरेडी अटका हुआ है. ब्रिटिश
तूने सुना है सरगस के बारे में सुना है कभी? Chota Shakil is just like crying in the theater, watching it.
That's where Ram Gopal Verma got frustrated and wrote the line for Manoj Bajpayee, अक्खे मुंबई का बाप अपुने छे.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But that's such an important point. छोटा शकील स्क्रिप्ट बोला है ये बनेगी.
इसमें इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए.
The tear rolling down his eyes. अरे भाई आप तो रोने लग गए भाई. ये तो बन के रहेगी.
Yeah. And बाद में जब बच्चा पैदा होता है, बच्चे का नाम क्या रखेंगे? इसका छोटा शकील.
छोटा सा.
और भाई फंडिंग कैसे करोगे? चोरी चोरी.
चुपके.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, मेरे jaw दर्द कर रहे हैं. Oh, yeah, crazy medical Bollywood. और कोई है क्या? Bollywood medical.
On that
तो
note.
मतलब बॉलीवुड
I think
ऑपरेशंस है देयर इज अमर अकबर एंथनी, जहाँ पे 3 आदमियों का ब्लड अपनी माँ में जाता है, विच इज फाइन. 3 आदमी एक औरत को ब्लड डोनेट कर सकते हैं, बट दैट डजंट हैव टू बिकम साइमल्टेनियस लाइक अ फकिंग कॉकटेल एंड गो इनटू शी कैन दे कुड हैव डन वन बैग एट अ टाइम.
Bollywood is very literal sometimes.
या तीनों साथ में एक मस्त कॉकटेल बन रहा है और आंटी वहां पे निरूपा रहा है. अरे वाह, दिस इज
Long Island iced tea.
Bro, I think
Long
she would have
Island
got it
iced tea should be
supercharged,
called
bro.
Amar Akbar Anthony.
She would have got it supercharged suddenly. She's done. सर 3 लोग का खून हो गया. एकदम. Oh fuck.
These are the precogs in Minority Report, dude. This is
या.
Oh my god. All right. Okay. On that note, that's the end of this episode of the Internet Said So. We were discussing the worst, the most cringiest things from Hollywood. We've already done 2 episodes on this, and I think this can go on as a worst of Bollywood cinematic universe. But we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Karan, thank you so much for joining. I think this was a lot of fun. You have fun, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm glad that we spent our time, discussing the worst, the worst pieces of art put out there.
Was better to do on a Saturday afternoon. Just some Bollywood chutiya banaye dekh. So thank you so much for joining us, man. We'll definitely be doing a lot more of these. You guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let us know in the comments if we have missed out. I'm sure we missed out on a whole other bunch of fucking crazy movies.
Yeah.
Let us know. So we'll watch those and maybe do a part 3, 4, 5. मतलब अगर 1920 के 4 पार्ट हो सकते हैं तो इस पॉडकास्ट का भी हो ही सकता है. But thank you so much for watching. Reminder to buy the tickets again, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, it's
Guys,
good.
one last plug. मेरा go watch my TV show. It's on Hotstar. It's called Canada, and the trailer for Testament has released. I'm going to be linking that below. Also, go there. वहाँ पे जाके comments में show some love. We are releasing on 8th of June. Testament comes out worldwide.
Wow, bro, you are releasing Testament.
Yeah. Pretty.
Chalo, we'll see you guys again next week. Until then, it's goodbye. Take care. Tada. Salam Ishq.
Yeah, so this is Mithun Chakrabarti's brain surgery, which now it just looks like he just sliced into a chicken, like just a random chicken breast, and then oven में brain रखा है. And also the doctor is being very like forceful with something that's supposed to be very like it's very कपड़े
ऐसे साफ
Oh my god.
ऐसे विंडो साफ करते हैं ना
कॉलर भी लगा देना.
and then the doctor is praying to God. I do the one thing I don't. If I slip out of anesthesia and it's like I see a doctor doing this, मेरी गांड फट जाएगी.
I'd be so stressed.
अरे यहाँ सुरेश चोपड़ा है.
Oh, and okay, so
Madhu
Mithun Chakrabarti becomes
Madhu.
a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.